Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 35, setting an item selected when a drop-down list is loaded. In this session, you will learn how to set an item selected when the drop-down list options are loaded from a database table. Before watching this video, please watch my previous videos, part 32, 33 and 34. In part 34, I was explained about generating a drop-down control in MVC using HTML helpers. Okay. So let's go to the Visual Studio and see what's gonna happen. In the last session, we have displayed the drop-down list. Okay, this drop-down list from database table, and for that we have written the code like this: viewback.departments equal to new select list db.departments id and name. Okay, but now I want to set the department. Suppose I want to set first number department. Okay, and inside of this first number IT. Okay, if I want to select IT department in the drop down list, then what I will do, I will put this string value here 1, so IT will be selected. Let's save it and gonna run it and check what happened. Okay, let's see. This generates an error. Okay, why? Because this default controller, okay, this default controller have the one value, but uh, for which field there is no definition in this table. There is only id and name. For this one value is for each selected field. So before adding this one value, we have to add in the SQL table. Okay, so I will add alter table, tbl department, add is selected from tbl department, is selected bit, right? Add is selected bit, so it will add this one field inside of the table is selected. And now you gonna see that this is selected property is selected. Now I want to add IT as a 1, so update tbl department set is selected equal to 1, where id equal to 1. IT department is on one place. So run this code, check now. Okay, you can see here this one is selected for IT department. Now you will run the program and check what gonna happen. Alright, you can see here the IT department is now selected. IT department is now selected here because we have a red test is selected field into the table. Now this is hard coded value inside of the controller, but I don't want that because every time change in the coding side is not good. So I want to change it from database side. For that, what we can do, check here. Okay, so the downside of hard coding the selected value in code is that application code needs to be modified. If we want HR department selected instead of IT, drive the selected of an item in the drop down list using column in TBL department table. So this is not okay. So before after adding the table property is selected, you must have to refresh this EDMX properties. Okay, means update using this update model from database and build it, then you will run and it will show you this. Now what you want to do, we will do this. Okay, we don't want to update from the controller side. I want to update it from the database table side. So for that, what I will do, when uh, when the list is loaded from the table, that time I will update the data. Okay, for that I will add this code: list select list item, select list items equal to new list select list item, and for each department I will select the text value and selected values, and that will add into this select list item and then generate it. Okay, so and every time the property is selected only for one, and where one find, then it will be changed, and if it finds 0, then it will not be selected. Okay, so to make changes in the table, let's go to the table here. Okay, now I want to select the property account. Okay, account as selected in the drop down. Presently I have IT selected. Okay, so that what I will do, I will make 0 for IT department and make 1 for account department. Is selected for account is 1, will 1 for that. So where ID equal to 1, it is 0. Update TBL department chat is selected equal to 0, where ID equal to 1, and where is account in the third ID. ID equal to third, set is selected equal to 1. We run this both. Okay, and now run the table. Okay, you can see here IT now 0 and account is 1. So and I will write the code here in the default controller side. What I will remove this because I want to update from database side. Okay, and I leave these entities as it is. Write the code here. For that code you will write select list item, select, right, and selected equal to department dot is selected dot has value question mark, if value department dot is selected dot value, if selected value has value this value, then return that, otherwise explicitly return false. Okay, so it is false. Now what we will do, we will add this department property inside of this select list. Okay, so so select list dot add department. Okay, this department, why not selected? Okay, that is something wrong. Before this we have to add something. What to add something? Select list. So select list item equal to new select list item. Okay, and inside of this inside of this, okay, inside of this text value and selected properties. Now I give semicolon this property and close this property after adding, okay. And what you will add the select list item object item inside of it. And now you will add view bag dot the name of the drop down list department view bag dot departments equal to what the first select list item, this list of select list item, select list, okay. So this copy and paste here, add here, okay. So this select list will be added into the view bag and this department's name coming from this view bag property, okay. So now let's gonna run and check the account is selected or not, okay. For that I will run my program and check here. Okay guys, you can see here the account is selected now, right? So this way you can select your departments from directly database table properties, okay, using this code. So this is my end of video session. If you like this video, please subscribe it. If you already have subscribed it, then please like it, share it. This is my contact details. Thank you. Have a great day.